Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So thank you very much for being here. Let's get started. Is there a kartal? Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bidhanti Kunja Bidhanti Jaya Rama Kunja Bidhanti Yashoda Pada Paramhansa Parivrajakacarya Ashtottarashata Shri Srimad His Divine Grace Srila Bhayacharana Arvinda Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj Prabhupada Ki Jai Om Vishnu Pada Paramhansa Parivrajakacarya Ashtottarashata Shri Srimad His Divine Grace Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai Shri Rupa Sanatana Bhatta Raghunath Shri Jiva Gopala Bhatta Das Raghunath Ki Jai प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवास आदि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरिराज गोवर्धन की जय व्रजभूमि श्री वृंदावन धाम की जय नवद्वीप श्री मायापुर धाम की जय पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र श्री जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की जय गंगा देवी जमुना देवी की जय भक्ति देवी तुलसी महारानी की जय कलयुग पावन श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र की जय निताय गौर प्रेमानंदी हरि हरि बोल। All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories, all glories, all glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga. Nitai Gaur Hari Bol. Hare Krishna. Let us recite our auspicious invocation prayers. Om Ajnanatimmirandhasya Jnananjana-shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Mano-bhishtam Sthapitam yena bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuttapadakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavanscha Shri Rupam Sagrajata Sahagana Raghunatha Vitam Tam Sajivam Satvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Pada Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Iti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha namo mahavadanyaya krishna prema pradayate krishnaya krishna chaitanya namne gaura dvise namaha हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचना गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। कृष्ण प्रेमामयी राधा, राधा प्रेमामयो हरि। जीवने निधने नित्यं, राधा कृष्ण गतिर्मम। वृंदावनेश्वरी राधा, कृष्णो वृंदावनेश्वरः। जीवने निधने नित्यं, राधा कृष्ण गतिर्मम। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद, श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण। Madam, there is a Bhagavad Gita on the in the mandir. Can you bring it for me, please? I don't have my Bhagavad Gita. है आपके पास? नहीं रहने दो ना, उधर है एक एक्स्ट्रा मंदिर में है, इधर भी है। Okay, give me from your. Sorry. Thank you, बेटा। हरे कृष्ण। So let us begin our study of Shri Bhagavad Gita. Today we will do Shri Ganeshaya Namaha of a new chapter. Hare Krishna. Which chapter? Chapter 5 of Shri Bhagavad Gita. This chapter is entitled Karma Yoga, which means action in Krishna consciousness. Every chapter has a meaning, Sal. Every chapter has a meaning. This chapter is called Karma Yoga in Krishna, which means action in Krishna consciousness. We all do actions, we all work in this world. Karma Yoga does not mean to become a millionaire or a billionaire. Sometimes a very famous industrialist is called Karma Yogi XYZ. Actually, that is not the meaning of Karma Yoga. Karma Yoga means to do action in this world in Krishna consciousness. It should be action for Krishna. Today we also have dear friends from Delaware who are joining, and let me add spotlight. So all of you have come under the guidance of Kavita Mataji. So thank you, everyone. So every Friday they will be joining us on Zoom. They are from Delaware, so they will join on Zoom. And we have a very sweet group of devotees here. Let me show all of you. The Delaware devotees can meet the Alpharetta devotees. You see that Ricardo behind? Okay. So Karma Yoga means action in Krishna consciousness. Karma Yoga does not just mean to be successful in this world by doing karma. Karma Yoga means to do work in this world for Krishna. Arjun was a Karma Yogi. Why? Abhinav, why Arjun was a Karma Yogi? I say Arjun was a Karma Yogi.
All of the stuff he did was for Krishna's pleasure.
Yes. In the first chapter we saw he did not want to fight. He did not want to wage this war. But because Krishna said, no, this war is necessary. Because the king should be a very pious dharmatma, very pious person. The king should be exemplary. Duryodhan is not exemplary. So Duryodhan has to be removed. And for that, he is not going to give up. So we have to fight. So the war is necessary. So Arjun said, okay. In the 18th chapter, we'll see. Arjun will say, Karishya Vachanam Tava. I will do as you say. Therefore, Arjun is a Karma Yogi. So what is Karma Yoga again? What is the meaning of karma? Karma means to work, to do some action. And yoga means to connect with Krishna. So Karma Yoga means to connect with Krishna through action, through work. It may be IT work. It may be business. It may be medical profession. It may be lawyer profession. Through any profession, any work, or it may be cooking in the house, maintaining a house. One may be a homemaker. One may be entrepreneur. Doesn't matter what. One may be a sportsman. Doesn't matter what we are. Connecting with Krishna through our work is Karma Yoga. This chapter teaches us Karma Yoga. All of us are doing some karma in this world, some action in this world. So this is for all of us. This chapter is very important for all of us. So Karma Yoga is action in Krishna consciousness. Vanit Prabhu, आपको सुनाई दे रहा है ठीक से सब लोगों को? Okay. Hare Krishna. So let us begin with verse number 1. So please repeat after me. Arjuna uvacha Sanyasam karmanam Krishna Punaryogam cha samsasi Yashreya etayor ekam Tanme bruhi sunischitam. Arjuna Uvacha means Arjun said to Lord Krishna that, O Krishna, first of all, you ask me to renounce work. And then again, you recommend work with devotion. Sannyasam means to give up work, not to do any work. And Karmanam means to work. So Arjuna is saying, in the previous chapters, you said both the things. In the previous chapters, you said we should not do any material work in this world. And then you also said we should work in this world. So I am a little confused. Tanme bruhi sunischitam. Now you please definitively tell me which of the two is more beneficial. Is not working in this world more beneficial, or is working in Krishna consciousness in this world better? Which of the two is better? To do karma or to take sannyas? See, sannyasam, karmanam, Krishna. Of these two, yash shreya etayor ekam. Out of these two, shreya means better. Which is the best? Of these two, which is better? Tanme bruhi sunishchitam. Tell me definitely, I'm confused. I think, Krishna, your instructions are little equivocal. They're not very clear. Because I heard in the previous 4 chapters, sometimes you say that we should give up karma, we should take sannyas, sa sannyasi, sa yogi cha. And sometimes you say that we should do karma also. Mat karma krin, mat paramo. So I am little confused of sannyas and karma, which one is better? Which is more beneficial for me? Please tell me. So is Arjun's question valid? देखो 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 1000 बार ठीक है. Everybody look here. Focus. Suddenly everybody's no. Hare Krishna. So is Arjun's question valid? Anvika, is it an intelligent question that Arjun is asking? He's saying what is better, to not work or to work in Krishna consciousness? Which of the two is better? Tell me definitively. I'm confused. Your instructions are little equivocal. So Krishna will immediately reply. Text number 2. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Sannyasa Karma Yogascha Nishreyasa Karaubhau Tayostu Karma Sannyasa Karma Yogo Vishishyate. So what was Arjun's question? What was Arjun's question? Yes, beta. Correct. Of the two, which is better? Working in Krishna consciousness or renouncing all work, sannyas? Sannyas karma, of the two, which is better? That was Arjun's question. Now Krishna is giving a very straightforward answer. Because see, Arjun said, Bruhi me sunishchitam. Tell me very definitively, giving up work in this world and taking sannyas is better, or doing work for Krishna in this world is better? So Krishna is going to give a very definitive answer. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha means Krishna, the Supreme Lord, replied. Krishna says, Sannyasa karma yogascha nishreyasa karav ubhau. Ubho means both. And nishreyasa karav means they will both take you to the highest destination. So Krishna says, renouncing work means taking sannyas, and working in devotion means karma yoga. Both are good for liberation. Ubhaya means both. Both are good for liberation. Sannyas also will lead you to liberation, and doing karma for Krishna in this world, karma yoga, will also lead you to the same destination. Liberation, mukti. Tayostu karma sannyasat karma yogo vishishyate. But of the two, both are good. But of the two, karma yogo vishishyate. Karma yoga is more special. Karma yoga is better. So you heard Krishna's answer. Does Bhagavad Gita teach us run away from family? Does Bhagavad Gita teach us become lazy? Does Bhagavad Gita teach us take sannyas? Does Bhagavad Gita teach us give up your job? Don't earn money? No. Was Arjuna a sannyasi? Did he become a sannyasi after hearing Bhagavad Gita? He became the best warrior in the world. In his field, he became number one. So, Bhagavad Gita teaches us the art of work. Bhagavad Gita doesn't teach us to become an escapist. Sometimes family members will tell us that, what is this? This is not your age to go for Bhagavad Gita class. Friday evening. Ricardo, Friday evening. So many options are there. Correct? It is not your age. Abhinav, what is this? Friday evening you should be playing. You should be playing table tennis. You should be going out with your friends. No. Everything has its place in life. There is work, there is recreation and fun, and there is spirituality. Everything should be balanced. What is your name?
Vihan.
Vihan. So Vihan, when we eat food, do we only eat dessert? In the school, do they serve only ice cream? Today for lunch is only ice cream. Or do they serve only pickle? Or only roti? Only rice? No. There is everything. There is need for chapati, there is need for rice, there is need for dal, there is need for sabji, and there is need for some sweet dish also. Correct? Don't forget?
Yes.
The paneer. Yes. There is need for paneer. Paneer is high protein. I like it. And then gulab jam. So looks like there is gulab jam today. Rasmalai today. There is rasmalai. Kavita Mataji. There is competition, huh? हमारे यहाँ पे रसमलाई है, आपके पास क्या है? So there is a need for everything. Similarly, just like our food is balanced, our day should be balanced. There should be time for rest. There should be time for exercise. There should be time for study. There should be time for play, fun, and there should be time for spirituality also. Our life should be balanced. Bhagavad Gītā teaches us the art of balance. Later on, Krishna will say, Yukta ahar viharascha, yukta cheshtasya karmasu, yukta swapnava bodhasya, yogo bhavati dukkhaha. Krishna will tell us that in life, balance is very important. Now, Krishna appears on which day of the lunar cycle? Pratipad, Dvitiya, Tritiya, Chaturthi, Panchami, Ashtami. Krishna Janmashtami. Srimati Radharani is going to appear now on Wednesday. Or as my wife tells me, it's Wednesday, not Wednesday. Okay, Wednesday. Radhashtami is on Wednesday. So what day is it? Ashtami, Shri Radhashtami. So Radha and Krishna both appear on Ashtami. Sal is having fun.
He's always making fun of me. Wednesday.
So Radha and Krishna both appear on Ashtami. Ashtami is in the middle of the lunar cycle. There are 15 days, and the 16th day the new cycle starts. So Ashtami comes right in the middle. Radha and Krishna are teaching us that they like the middle path. They like balance. They like a lifestyle that is well balanced, where there is work, there is study, there is play, there is spirituality, there is rest, there is exercise, there is service to others. Our life should be balanced. That is the art of work. In life, different forces will pull us. The boss will pull us towards work. The wife or the spouse will pull us. Go to Walmart, go to Kroger. The grocery is depleting. The kids will say, play with me. Ādi Gadādhara Dāsa will say, come for the Friday class. Join the Zoom call in the morning. Chant at least one round with me. Our primary care physician will say, go to the gym. You need to exercise at least 150 minutes every week. Friends will say, spend time with us. There is marriage, there is birthday, there is housewarming, there is this anniversary, that anniversary. Folks in India will say, when are you coming to India? In life, different forces will pull us in different directions. It is inevitable. We wear different hats in life. And life is about balance. Life is about equilibrium. And Bhagavad Gītā teaches us that balance. Krishna enjoys different relationships. Krishna has his parents and he has elder Gopas and Gopis in Vrindavan with whom he has a parent-like relationship. And he entertains them by stealing butter, breaking pots. He is Ghasitaram. He holds the tail of their cows and does skiing in the cow dung and cow urine. That is the origin of skiing. With his friends, he has a different rasa, Sakhya ras, and he will play different games with them. Srimad Bhagavatam describes so many different games. All the games that we play here, the origin is in the spiritual world. And then again, with the gopis, the Vraj gopis, he has different pastimes. So Krishna is again teaching us balance. In life, we cannot complain that I have too many things to do. If we have a timetable, if we have a schedule, then we should be able to manage everything. There is enough time for everything, for rest, exercise, work, study, spirituality, family responsibilities. So all of us, disciple means discipline. There should be no one in this room who doesn't have a dincharya, who does not have a schedule. We should have a schedule for weekdays and a schedule for weekends. It's important. And then we should have time carved out for rest, at least for adults like us, 6 hours of sleep. For young students, 8 hours of sleep at least. And then there should be time for exercise, eating, studying, having fun. There should be time for everything. Not that we just take a video game and then just binge watch. That is not good. That will create imbalance. So Krishna, look at verse number 2. Krishna is very clearly saying, Karma yogo vishishyate. Vishishyate means it is better, superior. Between sannyas and karma yoga, which means action in Krishna consciousness, is superior. Which means we have to fight in this world. We have to engage in this world. We have to work in this world. We cannot run away. We cannot become escapists. There are issues in this world. There are political issues, environmental issues, social issues, spiritual issues, and we have to engage while we're in this world. But the question is, who are we engaging on behalf of? We have to engage on behalf of Krishna. Mat karmakrin, mat paramo, mat bhakta sangha varjita, nirvairah sarva bhuteshu yah samameti pandava. Krishna says that mat karmakrin, you have to work for me. Yat karoshi, tat kurushva madarpana. Whatever you do, it should be for my sake. So working in this world is important, but like Arjun, we should work for Krishna. Delaware devotees, you're with me? Thank you. Now, in the purport, there is something very important which I would like to read. You see these 3 verses that Srila Prabhupada has quoted? They are from Srimad Bhagavatam. When we finish Bhagavad Gītā by Krishna's mercy, then we will start Srimad Bhagavatam. This is the 5th canto. So please repeat these verses after me. They are very beautiful verses. In the purport. Second verse, the purport. Srila Prabhupada quotes these verses. Nunam pramatta kurute vikarma yad indriya pritaya aprinoti na sadhu manye yata atmanoyam asan api kleshada asadeha. Delaware devotees, आप लोग भी रिसाइट कीजिए. पराभवस्तावदबोध जातो यावन्न जिज्ञासत आत्मतत्त्वम् यावत् क्रियास्तावदिदं मनो वै कर्मात्मकं येन शरीरबन्धः एवं मनः कर्म वशं प्रयुङ्क्ते avidyayatman upadhiyamane Pritirna yavan mai vasudeve namuchyate deha yogena tava. Bhagwan Shri Rishabdev Maharaj is telling us the entire philosophy of Srimad Bhagavatam in these three verses. Everything is there in these three verses. And it's brilliant how Srila Prabhupada is quoting these verses in connection with Karma Yoga. Nunam pramattha kurute vikarma yad indriya pritaya aprinoti. In this world, people do work for satisfying their indriya, their senses. Everybody agrees? We go for vacation, we want to satisfy our senses. We go to restaurant, we want to satisfy our taste buds. We buy music because we want to hear certain music which is pleasing to our ears. I remember when Ricardo used to work in the basement, non-stop they used to hear Spanish music. Why? Because it feels good to the ears. So in this world, we all do work to satisfy our senses: ears, eyes, nose, tongue, skin. What happens is when we satisfy our senses, remember we're talking about balancing. Not too less, not too more. Like salt in the food. Asha Mataji, what is the main course today? Khichdi. Khichdi, when all of you will eat khichdi today, none of you will say, Asha Mataji, kya salt dala hai? What wonderful salt you have put in the khichdi. Prabhu's Mataji, how was the prasad? First class salt. The salt in the food was perfect. Nobody will say that. Correct? Have you ever heard anybody say that? How is the sabji? Salt is wonderful in the sabji. No. But if the salt is more, then what will be the comment? Very salty. If the salt is less, what will be the comment? Less salt. Salt nahi, thoda salt do. Give some salt, please. Can you pass some salt? But if the salt is right, no comment. Our acharyas say a devotee should be like salt. When there is some mistake, we should welcome feedback. Salt is more, salt is less. Oh, okay. Let me add some sabji to make the excess salt less, or let me put some salt to make the low salt more. But if we do something right, we should not expect any glorification. When the salt is correct, nobody glorifies. Salt also teaches us balance. Salt cannot be too much, salt cannot be too less. It has to be just right. Similarly, when we enjoy with our senses, we have to know where to stop, where to draw the line. I used to work when I was doing my residency training at Emory. I was working in the obesity clinic. And this very experienced professor of Emory University School of Medicine taught me something wonderful on the first day of the rotation. He said, if you want to lose weight, if you want to control your weight, the most powerful muscle you need to have is your triceps. You should know when to push the plate away. When enough is enough. Most important muscle is the tricep. Just push the food plate away. Enough. Nahi chahiye. Bas. I'm done. He said, because we cannot do this and we use biceps, that is the problem. So he taught me that lesson. So the point is, when we enjoy with our senses, whether it is video game, whether it is screen time, whether it is gossiping with friends, whether it is watching movies, whatever it is, we should know where to draw the line. Whether it is reading news. Sometimes I know some people, they 2 hours we chant, 2 hours they read newspaper in the morning. Different news. And now they are equipped to go to work. Now I know what is going on in this material world. Once a man went to his guru, Pujya Shri Premanand Baba, Vrindavan Vasi Radha Upasi, our dear Shweta Mataji's Gurudev, and said, Agar aap Siddha Baba ho, if you are a great devotee, then tell me what I'm thinking right now. Because the guru that I had, he could read the mind. When we would enter, he could tell us what you're thinking. So if you are a Siddha Baba, if you're a perfect yogi, a guru, then tell what I'm thinking. So Pujya Shri Premanand Baba said, I don't care what you're thinking, but I can tell you what Radha Krishna are thinking. हमारा चित्त हम आप में लगाएंगे कि प्रिया प्रीतम में लगाएंगे? I am going to put my mind in your mind, or I will put my mind on Krishna. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Man mana, mat chitta, you think of me. Mai arpita mano buddhir, you give your mind and intelligence to me. I will give my mind to you to meditate on what you are thinking, or should I think about Radha and Krishna? So we have to draw the line where enough is enough in this material world. Bas, now it's my time for Krishna. So we should carve out some time every day, which is exclusively for Krishna. No phone, no message, no family, nothing. Next Friday, His Grace Gaurang Prabhu was supposed to come, and I was very excited, and I was thinking we'll have the program in the basement. But yesterday only I came to know that program got cancelled. Gaurang Prabhu is not coming to Atlanta in this trip. He has to go to India for some work. But Gaurang Prabhu told me something very important. He told me that if you manage your time from 9 p.m. to 9 a.m., I was telling Gaurang Prabhu that, Prabhuji, you are so efficient. I don't know how you do all this. You raise the whole GBC, the GEV, you are a GBC, you travel, you preach, you know, so many. He gave a Bhagavatam class in our house, and he discussed the whole chapter of Srimad Bhagavatam without Srimad Bhagavatam. He knew all the verses, Sanskrit verses by heart. I was saying, Gaurang Prabhu, this is, you can focus on what window pane to put and what types of bricks are this, what is the backsplash in the kitchen and what flooring is good, and you know all those things, and then you can speak Chaitanya Charitamrita also, Srimad Bhagavatam also, and cook also. Whatever you do, it becomes gold. You create mega kitchens in the yatra. You are on National Geographic. They made a documentary on you. You are amazing. How do you do this? So Gaurang Prabhu said something very amazing. Please let this be your take-home message today. Gaurang Prabhu told me, if you manage your time from 9 p.m. to 9 a.m., then 9 a.m. to 9 p.m., you will be very efficient and you can give yourself to the world. But 9 p.m. to 9 a.m., give that time to yourself for self-development. He said, 9 p.m. I start winding up. I don't take phone calls after 9 p.m. I don't respond to messages after 9 p.m. I don't write emails after 9 p.m. It is my time to read. It is my time to hear. It is my time to go to bed. And then I get my 6 hours of sleep. 3 o'clock I'm up. And then he chants from 3 to 6, 3 hours. Every morning, no matter where he is in this world, what time zone. 3 a.m. to 6 a.m. He said, nobody needs me between 3 and 6. So 3 to 6 is my time to chant, 3 hours. Usually 16 rounds takes 2 hours, so 3 hours, which means he chants more, 24, 25 rounds. And then the next 3 hours, 6 to 9, is his time to read and hear. Harikatha, reading, taking notes, just meditating and thinking, planning, reading, hearing Srila Prabhupada. And then 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. he gives himself to the world. Meetings, traveling, preaching, problem solving, negotiating, whatever has to be done. He gives himself from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. But he said 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. you will be efficient and effective if you manage your 9 p.m. to 9 a.m. nicely. So we can give what we have. If we are not spiritually strong, we cannot give anything. You can only give what you have. So Bhagavad Gita teaches us the art of work, the art of balance. It's very important. So here, Sal, the problem is yad indriya pritaya apranoti. We get so carried away in satisfying our senses, we don't know where to put the full stop. We don't have those tricep muscles to push away from sense gratification. And then what happens? We remain sharira bandha. We remain tied up in this material body. These are very beautiful verses, but I want you to focus on the last two lines of the third verse. Vanit Prabhu, dekho, purport kholo. Last two verses, last two lines of the third verse that we read, those three verses of Bhagavatam that we read, Srimad Bhagavatam 5.5.4, 5 and 6. So sixth verse ke last two lines, focus, okay? Repeat again, please. Pritirna yavan mai vasudeve namuchyate deha yoge natavat. Bhagwan Shri Rishabdev Maharaj is telling us, Pritirna yavan mai vasudeve. As long as, Mahesh Prabhu, we don't develop love for Vasudev. Priti means love, prem. As long as we don't develop love for Lord Vasudev, na muchyate deha yogena tavat. Till then, we cannot enter the spiritual world. There is no shortcut. There is no way around this. As long as we don't develop Vasudev Priti, love for Krishna, we cannot enter Vaikuntha. We will not be na muchyate deha yogena tavat. We will remain in this material world. Punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam, punarapi janani, jathare shayanam. So like that. Now, Krishna says that Karma Yoga is definitely better. Let's go to verse number 3. Neya sanitya sannyasi yo na dveshti na kankshati nirdvandvo hi mahabaho sukham bandhat pramuchyate. Krishna is saying, yo na dveshti na kankshati. One who neither hates, dvesh means to abhor or detest or hate something. One who does not hate, na kankshati, and one who doesn't desire. Nirdvandvo, and one who is free from all dualities. Which kid can tell me what is the meaning of dualities? We have discussed it many times. What are the dualities of life? Yes, Arav.
It's the highs and lows of life. So
Dual, dvandva, dualities. Happiness, distress. Respect, disrespect. Success, failure. All of us are exposed to these dualities in this world. This is a world of dvandva, world of duality. Those who are not Krishna conscious find it very difficult to tolerate the dualities of life. They become overjoyed when they are successful, or they become proud, and they become depressed when they see failure. But what Bhagavad Gita teaches us is nirdvandva mahabhav. That through bhakti, we have to become nirdvandva. We have to become equiposed in both the situations. Sometimes we will be cheated. Sometimes we will be treated very nicely. Sometimes we meet good people. Sometimes we meet bad people. This world is like that. And we should not become disturbed by the dualities, and we should not start saying this world is unjust, bad things are happening to good people, maybe there is no God. We should not lose our faith because of the dualities. That is the sign of a saint. That is a sign of a devotee. A devotee does not lose faith when the inevitable dualities come in our life. There is no one here in this room who is only happy. Is there anyone here who has only experienced happiness? Is there anyone here who has only experienced distress? There is nobody like that. Dualities are there. Bhagavad Gītā teaches us nirdvandva, that dvandva will come, dualities will come. But we have to remain fixed in Krishna consciousness, in those dualities. We should neither be overjoyed by success nor be depressed by failure. So what I was telling in that Nunam Pramatte Kurute Vikarma, in that verse, that when we enjoy with our senses in this world, we like the taste of it. It feels good. I'm enjoying. We get a 1 month trial of Netflix or 1 week trial of Netflix. Free. Cancel. No questions asked. But what happens? We develop taste in that 1 week. Then most people will not cancel the membership. They will continue. In this world, when we enjoy with our senses, we like the taste. We think that there is happiness in this engagement. And we get stuck to it. Not realizing that this is wasting our time, and ultimately it will lead to great suffering. In Bhagavad Gītā, Krishna says, the nature of this world is, initially it will seem very tasty, very enjoyable, but later on it will become a cause of suffering. And spirituality is just the opposite. Initially it feels very painful. What did I get? I didn't even Deepak Prabhu did not even give us a chair to sit. We were sitting on the floor in his house on a Friday. If I would have gone to my friend's house, he would have made me sit on the sofa. Offered me tea. Deepak Prabhu ne kuch nahi kiya. Jameen pe bithaya 3 ghante. Initially, spiritual life seems to be very austere. Seems to be a waste of time. We didn't get anything substantial. But please believe me. Ultimately, it will lead to delayed gratification. It will lead to great happiness. 401k abhi kuch mil raha hai kya? Anybody is enjoying 401k now? Nobody. But when we become Mataji's age, then we will be Brahma Bhuta Prasanna Atma. Na sochati, na kankshati. This is the concept of delayed gratification. But the culture today is Instapot. Instant sense gratification. There is Roti-matic, now there is Pizza-matic. Immediate pizza. There is Dosa-matic also. Instant. Everything is instant. Fast food. Fast diabetes. Fast high cholesterol. Fast heart disease. So, Bhagavad Gītā teaches us that we should not have a desire to enjoy with our senses continuously. We have to learn to hit the pause button. Enough is enough. Life is about balance. Life is not about doing what the mind says. Our mind will say, keep doing it. I know one person was telling, they went to a cinema hall for a movie, bought 1 ticket, and I think there are different halls inside. So, ching, ting, then here, then they spend the whole day there. This is called binge watching. So, he was telling me it was such a great success of his life that he did that. But now ask that person, so what have you got? It's been 2 weeks now. Have you attained liberation by watching 4 or 5 movies, one after the other? What does it feels? There's some lights flashing on the screen in a dark room, and we are paying money, and we feel, wow, this is great. It is actually taking us away from the reality of this world. So Bhagavad Gītā teaches us the art of balance. So this, in verse 3, Krishna says that one who neither hates nor desires the fruits of his activities is known to be Nitya Sannyasi. Look at the first word. Jneya means no. Sa Nitya Sannyasi. That person is a Nitya Sannyasi who neither hates the effects of the work, nor does he love or desire the results of work. See, if you go to workplace, at least this has been my experience, a very common defense mechanism for the professionals today is to crib, and criticize the workplace. This place sucks, man. Oh, how was the vacation? It was so good, I'd never wanted to come back. Things like that. Or they will just complain about the workplace, complain about the work. It's just become a habit. Just complain, download all your negativity on each other. This thing sucks, that thing sucks, this is bad, that is bad. Or we just love something. Hey, did you try that Alaska cruise? Ooh, it is so good. Or did you eat in that restaurant? Oh, it is so amazing. So they are either just hating something or they are loving something. This is the nature of the world, that we hate something, we love something. But Bhagavad Gita is teaching us something that is not popular. Na dveshti na kankshati. Be balanced. It's okay. There are good and bad things in this world. Don't hate the things that you don't like, and don't get so much attracted by things that you like that it will make you stay in this world forever. You may be born like a elk in the Alaskan mountains if you like it too much. So therefore, Bhagavad Gita teaches us that we should na dveshti na kankshati. We should neither hate nor love the effects of our work. For example, if somebody is studying very nicely and then starts telling everybody, I got a GPA of 4.4. I got a GPA of 4.4. I am the valedictorian. I am the topper of my class. So then what is happening is, yes, it is true, you are valedictorian, but then you are getting very proud. That is also not good. And on the other hand, one should not become very hateful towards the university also because one is not getting good grades. Oh, Georgia Tech sucks. It's so difficult, such a hard school. I hate it. I wish I had gone to some other school. That is also other extreme. So Bhagavad Gita teaches we should not be like that. Extremes are not good. Sukham bandhat pramuchyate. One who works like this, does work for Krishna, doesn't get attached to the effects of work, neither hates nor loves it too much, is balanced, such a person will attain Krishna. Bandhat pramuchyate, is free from the bondage of this world, and sukham, he will attain the ultimate spiritual bliss. So in essence, Bhagavad Gita is teaching us that our attitude in this, listen carefully, our attitude in this world should be like an employee who works for a very big company like Facebook or Coca-Cola or Delta or some other Tesla, Apple, like that, big company. Employee goes, does the work nicely, sincerely, goes on time, does the work nicely, reports to the boss, comes back home, draws the salary, receives the salary, and is a good employee, but doesn't go to the newspaper every day and say, how are the stocks doing of my company? Because somebody else is managing the company. Some CEO is there, CFO is there, COO is there. They're managing the big things. We are just an employee. Our attitude in this material world should be like an employee of a big company. Krishna is the boss of this company. There are big devatas and devis, demigods and demigoddesses who are managing. They are the vice presidents and managers of different departments. Our job is to go do our work and come back. So what changes are happening in this material world, whether the Republican Party is going to win or the Democratic Party is going to win, whether some war is going on between the countries, we are aware of it. Just like an employee in a company is aware what is happening, the merger is happening, this is happening, but doesn't have sleepless nights over what is happening in the company. Because I know I'm just an employee, I'm doing my job is secure, but some things may be happening higher up, the big people will take care of it. It's not my headache. That should be our attitude. If we get too much involved, like we sit with friends and we start talking politics, hey, this is happening, that is happening, did you read this latest, did you see the breaking news? That means we are very much attached in this material world, and we should not be like this. This material world is not permanent. This is not our home. The message of Bhagavad Gita is Pritir Nayavat Mai Vasudeva, means we don't belong to this material world. We should not have our consciousness too much preoccupied with this material world. The sports news, the political news, the social things that are going on, they just make us obsessed with this material world. Instead, the purpose of life is to go beyond this material world, the world of Krishna, the spiritual world. And we should believe that that's where I belong. I don't belong to this material world. Because, analyze, my dear friends, this material world is a very dangerous place. Nobody is happy in this material world. This world, Lord Krishna in Bhagavad Gītā says, Dukkhalaya ashashvatam. This world is Dukkhalaya. It is a place of dukkha, place of sorrow. And it is temporary. So we cannot have our aspirations of living in this world. It is foolish to do that. Intelligent person will understand that I don't belong here. I belong somewhere else. So that is the message of Bhagavad Gītā. But it is not a popular opinion. This is not what they teach us in schools and universities. This is not what they speak in the political rallies. Because this whole world is nunam pramatta kurute, vikarma. When we become very much attached to enjoying with our senses in this world, the problem is we want more. That is what makes us mad. Nunam pramatta kurute. And when we become mad, we want more, more, more. We cannot stop. We cannot hit the pause button to sense gratification. Kurute vikarma. Then the karma becomes vikarma. Now by legal means, that enjoyment is not enough. Now I want to enjoy by illegal means. I want to break dharma. I want to do vikarma to keep enjoying, keep enjoying, keep enjoying. This is called greed for sense gratification. Kama, krodh, lobh. Tasmadetat trayam teje. Because these are the three gates to hell. Trividham narakash idam. Dwaram nashanam atmanam. Kama, krodha, tatha, lobhas, tasmadetat trayam teje. These three things we have to be careful. Lust, anger, and greed. This world is a very unpredictable place. We saw what happened in the high school. What do we do? Do we keep our kids at home or educate them? And then today we got an email that there was a similar scare in Maithili's class. Someone from her class got arrested. 7th grader got arrested today. We got an email from Forsyth County School for making a threat. What is happening in this world? It is because people are going crazy. There are just some crazy people here. So what are we going to do? Keep the kids at home? They will go to college. It's happening in colleges also. We know what happened in Virginia Tech a few years ago. It happens in workplaces also. San Bernardino in California. It happens on the road, happens in cinema hall in Colorado. There is danger everywhere in this world, my dear friends. Padam padam vipadam tesham. So solution is, do Narasimha now. Pray to Lord Narasimhadev, chant Hare Krishna, take shelter of Krishna, do your due diligence, be careful, live a balanced life in this world, but keep your sights on the spiritual world. That's where we want to go. We don't have any hopes from this material world. This material world is a nasty place. Nobody can deny that. So we should have our sights fixed on the spiritual world, but we work in the material world. I'll conclude by giving you an example. When we go hiking, let's say we want to climb Blood Mountain, the North Georgian mountains. We want to hike to the mountain. Our sights are fixed on the summit where we want to go. But we deal with the local trail where we are walking right now. Correct? We do make the turns, avoid the stones, avoid the thorns where we are walking right now. But our sights are set on the summit where we want to go. Similarly, when we work in this world, we work here. We take care of roti kapda makan, food, shelter, clothing in this world, yes, but our eyes are set on the spiritual world. That's where I want to go. I am doing everything for Krishna. And whatever work we do, we should keep chanting Hare Krishna. At least once a week, we should come for satsang to hear the message of Bhagavad Gītā, Srimad Bhagavatam. Every morning, at least 10 minutes, join the Zoom call and chant. Let us all chant together. If you like to chant alone, that's fine. You don't have to join the Zoom. Chant by yourself. But every morning, set aside some time to chant Hare Krishna or whichever mantra you have got from your Guru. You chant it in the morning and eat Krishna Prasad. Whatever you eat vegetarian. Offer it to Krishna and eat it. Like how we are going to eat now. Chant Hare Krishna, eat Krishna Prasad, come for satsang, and keep remembering Krishna as we do our work in this world. And as we keep chanting, we will develop taste in spiritual life. Right now, we have a lot of taste in the material world, correct? There are things that we like in the material world. But that is not a sustainable form of enjoyment. But when we chant Hare Krishna, we will develop a taste in Krishna consciousness, where Krishna Bhakti will give us a lot of pleasure. Much more than the pleasure we experience in the material world. This has been the experience of Goswami Tulsidas. This has been the experience of Swami Ramdas. This has been the experience of Rupa Goswami. All the great saints, Sant Kabir, this is the experience they have had. Anandam Buddhivardhanam Pratipadam. So let us not focus on the meager temporary happiness that is available in this world. Let us try to access what Krishna has come to give us. Matchitta madgata prana bodhayanta parasparam kathayantascha mam nityam tuschanticha ramanticha. There is ramanticha. There is great enjoyment, happiness in Krishna consciousness. So let us give that a try. Let's give that a try. Trust me, this material world is not a sustainable place. My Guru Maharaj, he was born in Chicago in the year 1950. He grew up in Chicago and was part of the social reform movement in US, Dr. Martin Luther King's movement, and giving rights to the black people. He was very much into that. And there was a huge group of people who were doing it, and Maharaj was part of that. And Maharaj realized that even after we get these rights for the black people, the people who are fighting, they don't have good character. They have come together for a cause, but when they attain their cause, they are fighting among themselves. What happened to India? We want the British out. We want and what have we done now with independent India? Are we happy? Is there peace in India? Are we good human beings in India? Are we respecting women in India? No. It doesn't matter whether the Mughals are ruling or the British are ruling or the Congress is ruling. It doesn't matter. What matters is that everyone must understand the message of Bhagavad Gītā. Everyone must understand the word of God. Otherwise, there will be, you can have United Nations, you can have NATO, you can have PETO. Nothing is going to work. They will all fight like cats and dogs. If husband and wife cannot get along, what nations are going to get along? You see, brothers and brothers are not getting along. How nations will get along? There has to be a center point where everybody can unite. And that center point can only be God. There cannot be another. It cannot be communism. It cannot be socialism. It cannot be democracy. It cannot be capitalism. It cannot be any of these isms and isms. It has to be God. That can be the only central focal point where everybody can come and agree. And then when we are God-fearing, we can make spiritual progress. And there can be world harmony and peace. So let us keep our sights on the spiritual world. Let us begin by chanting Hare Krishna, avoiding meat, eating vegetarian diet that is offered to Krishna. And at least once a week, we should come for satsang like a medicine. This may not be entertaining, this may not be enjoyable, but we should still come as a medicine. Nobody enjoys taking medicines. It's a pill, but we have to take it. Nobody enjoys going for physical therapy, but we still go when we need to go. So like that, we should attend this. There will be lasting benefit if we keep doing it. Okay? Hare Krishna. Shri Bhagavad Gītā ki jai. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Any questions? Yes. I thought you were doing physical therapy. Sorry. What is the question? Loudly. You have a comment? Okay. What is the comment? We don't have what? With this word. Yes. Correct. You're right. Because we belong to the spiritual world. Yes, Kavita Mataji, you have a question?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. Thank you for the nice prayer. I have a question related to Karma Yoga versus
Sannyas.
Bhakti Yoga.
Hmm.
But Karma Yoga is acting in Krishna consciousness. I mean, actions in Krishna consciousness. So, how can we differentiate with Bhakti Yoga? Bhakti Yoga is also acting in Krishna consciousness.
Yes.
Through
So
devotion.
real Karma Yoga is Bhakti. Real Karma Yoga is Bhakti. Okay, Mataji?
Yes, sir.
Real Karma Yoga is Bhakti. Okay, any other questions? Yes, Arav.
So they said being fully sannyasi is not better than doing work in Krishna consciousness. So there are sannyasis today, right? But they're still doing work even as a sannyasi.
Yes.
Like,
So here, correct. Prabhupada is a sannyasi. So here, Arjun is not referring to that type of sannyas. Arjun is referring to running away from the problems of life, that type of sannyas. Arjun didn't want to fight. He wanted to go away into the forest. Remember first chapter, Arjun says, I will not fight. I will go to the forest and become a sannyasi. So Krishna is talking about that type of sannyas. Whereas the sannyasis that we have, Srila Prabhupada and our Guru Varga, they follow what is called as Yukta Vairagya, where they utilize things of this world in Krishna's service and they engage in this world. So that type of sannyas is actually, it is Karma Yoga also, it is Bhakti Yoga. But Arjun, when he asks about sannyas versus karma, he is talking about not engaging in this world. And how some people live in the forest, they don't come to the cities, they live in the forest only like sannyasis. Arjun is talking about that type of sannyas. But Krishna is saying Karma Yoga is better because those sannyasis who live in the forest, they also may develop a desire to do work and then they will fall down. For example, Vishwamitra Muni was living in the forest for so many years doing tapasya. But when he saw Menka, so similarly, better to be engaged in this world in Krishna's service than to live in the forest alone. That is what, or than to run away from the problems of this world. Better to be like Jatayu, to fight Ravan and die. Better to be like Arjun, to fight, than to run away. Yes, Divya Mataji.
His activity. Is he talking about spiritual activity?
No, karma refers to material activities. Karma phal means results of our material activities. Like I may work and then become attached to my money that I get from working. So therefore, our principle is to work with integrity and to spend with compassion, not get attached to the money.
And one more question I had, one of the verses Krishna says that and another verse we talked about that you can become and go like, summer and winter. One of these two are contradictory.
Very good question. So Krishna says that this world is a place of misery. So we should not try to be in this world. And then Krishna is saying we should not be affected by happiness and sorrow also. So if we have to become nirdvandva, we have to overcome the experience of happiness and distress, then why should we care whether we are in Dukkhalaya or Sukhalaya? Very nice question. Actually, we as souls, we are pleasure seeking. We go to doctors to get free from disease. No patient goes to doctor says, can you give me some disease? बहुत time हो गया, बीमार हूँ. I want to experience some disease now. It's annual wellness check. It's not illness. Give some illness here. In the dispensary, I'm going to dispense some diseases. Because Vedanta Sutra says, Anandamayo Bhyasat. A jiva is Anandamaya. Pleasure seeking. So it's our swarup, it's our constitutional nature to be happy. Because Krishna is Sat Chid Ananda Vigraha. And we are also Sat Chid Ananda Vigraha in our constitutional nature. This world is Dukkhalaya. Therefore, this world is not a place for us. Because we are happy by nature. We are Sat Chid Ananda. Eternal, full of knowledge and full of bliss. Whereas this world is Dukkhalaya. So this world is not for us. I need air to breathe. So water is not my home. I cannot live in the water because I need air. We are Anandamayo Bhyasa. Vedanta Sutra says we are pleasure seeking. So this Dukkhalaya is not the place for us. To get to Sukhalaya, to get to Vaikuntha, where there is no anxiety. Kuntha means anxiety. Vaikuntha means no anxiety. To go to Vaikuntha, the spiritual abode, to get there, the process is to become Nirdvandva. To tolerate Sukh and Dukkha. Matra sparshastu kaunteya, shit ushna, sukha dukkhada, agama payuno anitya, tam sitakshasva bharata. So Krishna is telling us to become Nirdvandva in the transit phase. By becoming Nirdvandva, that is the way to get to Vaikuntha, where there is only spiritual pleasure. There is no material pleasure in Vaikuntha. There is material pleasure in the material world, and there is lots of material unhappiness in the material world. Tolerating both and keeping our focus on Krishna is the way to get to Krishna. If someone is a shooter, someone is a sharp shooter, and you want to shoot the bullseye, then your focus, like Arjun was focusing on that wooden bird eye, you have to focus on the target. And then my eyebrow may be itching, my backside may be itchy, I will tolerate that. And I will just focus. Correct? So our focus should be on the spiritual world, on spiritual happiness. Divya Anand, not Sukh Dukh. Anand. Anandam Buddhi Vardhanam. Our focus is on Chidananda, spiritual Ananda. And while we are focusing on spiritual Ananda, we tolerate Sukha Dukkha in this world. You see the difference? Sukha Dukkha is material, Ananda is spiritual. To get to the spiritual Ananda, we have to, the abhyas, the process is to tolerate Sukha and Dukkha. Abhyas and Dukkha Vairagya. Abhyas means to do what Krishna is saying, what is favorable. And the favorable thing is Matra Sparshas to tolerate. So tolerating happiness and distress in this world is a spiritual practice to get there. If we get distracted by this itching and that itching, then we will not be able to focus on the bullseye. You're getting it? Hare Krishna. Yes, Prabhu.
The karma yoga, there are different paths you call it. Samhita, Prarabdha, Agama, and Samhita.
There are different types of Vedic literatures.
Paths towards karma yoga.
The Vedic literatures, they describe karma yoga, they describe dhyana yoga, they describe jnana yoga, they describe bhakti yoga. So Vedic literature is like a university, and there are many courses. There is economic. So we are a soul, jiva, eternal soul, spiritual soul. When we live in the material world, we incur karma, good and bad. This is like a stock. It's like our financial situation. There are some liabilities we have, and there are some assets we have. Pious activities, punya karma is asset. Pap karma, impious activity is like a liability. We have some mortgage, automobile loan. We have 401k also, we have saving account also. So Pap Punya both are there. When we get this life, this birth, this body, a mixture of Pap and Karma has made you, has made me. That is called Prarabdha. The mixture of your good and bad activities that has made you is your Prarabdha. My previous good and bad activities mix a little mixture because it's like a mountain. In one lifetime, we cannot face all the Papa and Punya that we have incurred. A little bit of it is taken and this body is made. So this body, Prarabdha, means where we will take birth. What will be your height? What will be your complexion? What age you will get bald? What age you will get diseases? Who you will marry? How long you will live? All this is Prarabdha. All this is predetermined. You have no control. You cannot control your height. You cannot control where you were born. And we cannot control where you will die. But what free choice you have, free will you have, is what you do with this body. What you do with that height, what you do with that hair, what you do with that intelligence, what you do with your education, what you do with your wife. All that free choice you have. But some things are predetermined. Some things are free choice. So there is a combination of Prarabdha, which is previous result of previous good and bad karma, and there is free will. The free will that you exercise in this life will be added to your karmic bank account, good and bad activities. And in this way, the cycle goes on. If you do good activity in your next life, you will have more pious credits, less pap credits. If you continue to do good activity, your pap will reduce, your punya will keep on increasing. And a level will come when you will become a devata, a god. But Shine Punya, Martha Lokam Vishanti. But when that Punya will be depleted, you'll again come down. In this way, we are just going on and on. Samsara Chakra Brahmata Swa Karma Bhi. Through our own karma, Samsara Chakra Brahmata. We are going round and round and round. 8.4 million species are there. We take birth. Karana Guna Sangasya Sad Asad Yoni Janmasu. Through our karma and associating with the modes of material nature, we keep taking birth in different species. So you understand Prarabdha? Prarabdha is for one life. Whatever good and bad has been taken and your body has been created, Karmana Daiva Netrena, through the higher powers, through Yamraj, what you are born with, that is Prarabdha. Prarabdha are the good and bad things you will suffer in this lifetime, no matter what. Coming to America was in your Prarabdha. If it was not in the Prarabdha, you would have never come here. You would have been in India. So that is called Prarabdha. Some things are predetermined. Many people try to come. Not everybody can come. Many people come and they go back. And many people don't come also. So this is all Prarabdha. Somebody is born in America, somebody is born in India. This is all because of previous karma. But what we do in America, that will determine our future. Hare Krishna. Any other questions? Yes, yes.
Remain free of material attachment.
Mm.
And you mentioned that the material world is also in its nature pulling us.
Yes.
But our goal is to keep our focus. One of those things that pull us in the material world is attachment to family members.
Mm.
What is the need to have family members and to be attached to them if eventually, it's cynical to think about, but eventually we all go, we all die, we have this birth, we try to do good in this birth, but we all eventually die. How do you remain not cynical about that?
Mm. Very nice question. Everybody understood the question? Sachin Tendulkar. You know Sachin Tendulkar? No?
Cricket player.
Cricket player. Or maybe I'll tell you LeBron James. You're in America. LeBron James plays basketball at the NBA, at the Olympics. You're getting excited, I can see that. LeBron James plays NBA, Olympic level basketball. But there was a time when LeBron James was playing in his driveway on the little hoop, correct? There was a time when LeBron James was playing recreational basketball, rec league. as Gopal calls it. He practiced and practiced and practiced, then got onto the school team, then got into the college team, and then got into NBA. Correct? Spiritual life in Golok Vrindavan, in Vaikuntha, is family life. Krishna has his parents, Yashoda, Nanda. Krishna has his brother, Balram. Radharani has her brother, Sridama. Radharani has her sister, Ananga Manjari. They have friends, Gopas and Gopis. They have pets, cows and peacocks. Vrindavan life in the spiritual world is all about family life. It's just a big family. This family that you have in this world, treat it like the recreational league. Practice. Sachin Tendulkar used to play in Ranji Trophy first. And then he got onto the international arena. So let us practice living in a harmonious family relationship in this world. This will serve as a practice to live a transcendental family life with Krishna and Radharani in the spiritual world. Because there everything is about relationships. Everything is about family life. This is what 11th canto Srimad Bhagavatam teaches us, that we should do Bhagavad Bhav. Whatever relationships we have in this world, we should see them through the eyes of the spiritual world, through the eyes of Srimad Bhagavatam. So I remember when we were talking to Maithili, remember when she was 8 years old and we were talking on the phone with my spiritual master, His Holiness Shri Radhanath Swami Maharaj. She was 8 years old. And on the phone, we introduced Maithili to Maharaj. I said, Maharaj, this is our daughter, Maithili. So Maharaj said, Hare Krishna, I'm so happy to talk to you. How old are you? And Maithili said, Maharaj, I am 8 years old. And immediately Srila Radhanath Swami Maharaj says, wonderful. That was the age when all the gopis had Ras Leela with Krishna. They were all 8-year-old, the gopis. So the point is, while living in this world, we should always try to remember Krishna. When we see some boy, our kids doing naughty activities, we should remember, oh, Krishna, Natkhat. Krishna is so naughty. So that naughtiness has come in the boys also, in the kids also, boys and girls. They like to play, they like to go on picnic. We should think, oh, Krishna also loves to go on picnics. So our family life in this world, we should not be at all cynical about it. It's beautiful. If we don't have a family life here, how we will have a family life in the spiritual world? So let this family life be a preparation for that family life that awaits us in the spiritual world. Okay? Hare Krishna. So there is, very quickly, 2 questions are there. Yes, Parakashta, go ahead, beta.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, today is my mom's birthday.
तो फिर आप अपने मम्मी को एक भागवतिक कविता सुनाओ. Today is Gītā Mataji's birthday. Sing some nice Vaishnava bhajan for her. Okay? Gītā Mataji, we all wish you a very Krishna conscious and blissful birthday. Shri Guru, Shri Gauranga, bless you. Hare Krishna. Everybody say Hari Bol, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Okay. And then last question, Parambani Shama Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Please accept my humble obeisances. Prabhuji, if we get we get detached out of frustration, like, is that called Falgu Vairagya?
Yes, Falgu Vairagya. Falgu Vairagya, so there are 3 types of Vairagya. 3 types of renunciation are there. There is Falgu Vairagya, there is Yukta Vairagya, and there is Markat Vairagya. Falgu Vairagya means to just reject everything, not seeing Krishna Sambandha, not seeing their relationship with Krishna, becoming cynical, or just, giving up things without understanding their connection with Krishna. That is called Falgu Vairagya. Falgu is a river in Bihar, where it is a river, but it is covered with sand. So if you see on the surface, there is no water, only soil. But underneath, if you dig, there is water flowing like a river. So Falgu river. So Falgu Vairagya means it looks like Vairagya, but it is not Vairagya. So Falgu Vairagya means to reject things without understanding their connection with Krishna. And Markat Vairagya is, Markat means monkey. Markat Vairagya means monkey renunciation. A monkey is vegetarian, like us. A monkey doesn't wear clothes, he's Digambar Baba. A monkey is a sannyasi, he lives in the forest, doesn't come to the cities, except Vrindavan. But monkeys, they live in the forest, they are frugivorous, they don't wear clothes, they're very renounced. So one may think, oh, they are Vairagis, they're renounced. But then they have big families, they have many wives. So that is called Markat Vairagya, where you show that you are renounced, but in the private life, you are enjoying with sense gratification. That is Markat Vairagya. Falgu Vairagya means the Mayavadis, impersonalists. They just reject everything without seeing Krishna Sambandha. But Yukta Vairagya are the sannyasis in our Sampradaya, in the Vaishnava Sampradayas, like Sripad Ramanujacharya, Sripad Madhvacharya, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. These sannyasis, they teach us Yukta Vairagya. Yukta Vairagya means they are anasaktasya vishayan. They are not attached to the objects of sense gratification. They are not after Indra Tripti, but they see Krishna Sambandha of everything. This microphone is available in Costco for $100, but it can be used for satsang. It can be used for parties also, beach parties, but it can be used for satsang also. So to buy it and use it in Krishna service. Laptop can be used for so many wrong things, but laptop can also be used for a satsang like this. So Yukta Vairagya means to use things of this world in Krishna service. Like they say, if a life is a lemon, make a lemonade. Like that. And offer it to Krishna. That is Yukta Vairagya. Yes, beta. Last question. Yes. You can say, but don't say that I told you to say that. Hare Krishna. Yes. Because there is naughtiness in Krishna, there is naughtiness. But Krishna also listened to his parents. When Nanda Baba would say, go get my shoes, Krishna would carry the shoes on his head. When Mother Yashoda would pick up the stick, Krishna would surrender. Damodar. So Krishna also was a very loving child to his parents. Okay? Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Okay, so Zoom friends, I will log off and you can have some kirtan, some bhajan for Kavita Mataji, and then prasad. Hare Krishna.